Hello there fellow pilots and gentlemen. My name is Brian. Today I want to teach you about an important tool that you likely think you know a lot about, however, it is doubtful that you have really learned how to use to your advantage. I'm talking of course about the ASRS or NASA report. First, just to establish some credibility, I am a Cirrus SR-22 pilot. So you know I am a top-notch pilot and not just some fair-weather Piper pilot. I am the same amazing Cirrus pilot that brought you such great YouTube hits as How to Land with All These Mother Snakes on This Mother Plane. High Wings Are for Beginners. Little somepin', and last but not least. Enough about tail wheels. We all get it, you're a better pilot. Anyway, today I want to talk about the ARS report or NASA report for short. Nobody really knows why it is called a NASA report. Current theory is that back before outer space was owned by private corporations, the government owned it. They claimed ownership of all space and the sky down to rooftop level. Space has since been privatized and the sky is on its way there, but the NASA logo is still on the website. So, many people call it a NASA report. So what is a NASA report? Well, it's all part of this big game. Think of a NASA report like your mom's favorite vase which you broke, and think of the FAA as yo mama. Now if you give the vase to your old lady and show her what you've done, she may forgive you. Now if you hide it from her and she finds it, she is going to be steamy mad. How does that relate to flying? Great question. I am glad you asked. Let's say you are flying and you make a mistake. Well, as long as you tell on yourself before you are caught, you are free. In that sense, the report is like a get-out-of-jail-free card. Not really, there are no jails, that is just an expression that comes from Monopoly. I always hated that game. I never got to be the car. Always the thimble or the iron. Well, screw you Hasbro, so the problem with the report is that you have to get it to them before they call you. Well, that's not fair. They have a radio and you could just be cruising through the Bravo uninvited and bam! They try and give you a number. So you have 4 choices. One is a terrible choice and the other 3 are pretty good. The first option is the worst option. This is the D.B. Cooper option. It is not safe or reliable, but hey, it's your decision. The second option is a better option. Radio off, transponder off. Dive down to like 50 feet AGL, and fly as far away as you can. The third and smarter choice is this. The moment you hear ATC on the radio say they have a number for you to call, don't respond. Just turn your radio off, squawk 7600, then get out your smartphone, and pull up the NASA report webpage. Quickly fill it out. Hit submit. Then suddenly turn your radio back on. Keep saying "How do you hear me?" Now they will hear you and try to give you a number, but not so fast. You've already cleared yourself of any wrongdoing. Tell them where to stick it and keep on keeping on. Now we will discuss the final option. Oops, sorry. I'm over here. The last option is by far the best. If you know you are going to be flying soon, fill out the report before you go. I know what you are thinking, Brian, you are a true genius. Yes. That is correct. You can fill out the report and try to account for any mistake you might make on the upcoming flight. Fill it out. Submit it. And when you fly tomorrow, there are no rules. I will pause and allow you to reflect on the brilliance for a moment. So let's fill out a report together. I am flying tomorrow and I cannot be bothered with regulations and whatnot. Home. Texas. Hours? I have lived here for 30 years. That is roughly 282,000 hours. Other? Let's say your parents are divorced and mom lives in Ohio. You would put that here. Name? Just put Carl. Everyone knows that Carl is a shitty pilot and nobody would be surprised that Carl is filling out a NASA report. Stupid Carl. Type of event? The miracle of flight. Date? Just put tomorrow's date here. In the reporter section they want to know who is flying. Since I am a ASRS pilot, I always choose pilot not flying. I swear it was the autopilot. I didn't do anything. Now even though I am married, I choose single pilot. My wife would be pissed if this somehow came back on her. Total time? The minimum hours to be a certificated pilot is 40. Just put 41. Maybe they will go easy on you. Last 90 days. That is where the one comes in. Select certificate. I am sorry, that is private. Select light. This is a trick, see it's not in the list. Just leave it. Select ATC. Same. Another trick question. It isn't an option. Over here, just check everything. I have no idea what I might do and I want to be sure I cover every possibility. Aircraft type. Low wing. Operator far part? No clue, I just choose the highest one. Operator? I am sorry, that is personal. Mission. Also personal. Flight plan? I always choose Super VFR. Flight phase, I always choose decent. I think they misspelled it though. Route? Direct is the only one that I know what means. Star? Well. Carl is the star of this report. Attitude. Cool. Ignore the rest and in this blank, here is where you get to add stuff you might do that would be considered an infraction. Bust bravo. Gear up landing. Gear up takeoff. Mile high club. Bags of white powdery substance flung from aircraft. Peed out the window. Under the power lines. Landed in a pool. Well, that is all there is to a NASA report. So now you know everything you need to know in order to stay off the radar, and I mean that quite literally. So go fill out that report and do whatever the hell you want in the sky tomorrow. You've earned it. Happy flying.